Hey everyone, thank you for joining me again for GHT time. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can keep up to date when we drop a new video. So Tuesday episode was packed with characters. We had Alexis, we even saw Diane, Britt, Valentin, Sidwell, and a bunch of others. So Diane was in this episode, and Alexis wanted to spring on her what was really going on because Diane is like her confidant, partner obviously, but her confidant. She can talk to her, and Diane is not going to spill the beans on what's going on. But I did notice the actress is in a wheelchair, so I'm not sure what happened to her. If anybody knows, put it down in the comment section. I hope she's okay because I really like Diane. But Alexis told Diane that Willow did it. She laid it all out on the table and said, listen, and she feels really bad about it. She doesn't want Willow near her grandchild, which is understandable. And she just conflicted, like she didn't know what to do. So Diane kind of put it on the table, was like, you're going to lose your law license again if you go out and tell everyone that Willow shot Drew. So Alexis was weighing what should be done, and Diane was just kind of being her, sounding board so she can just get it all out. And at the end, Diane kind of made her see what she really had to do. Dante was in this episode. He confronted Brennan, asking Brennan, was he the one who deleted the recording of Willow on the street? I'm not sure where he got this from, but I don't know where he got this from. But he did confront him. I guess he doesn't want to believe that his Chase would do something like that. So and the next choice I guess would be Brennan. But logically, why would it be Brennan? But okay, it is a soap opera. We have to realize, put all the characters out there. What Dante should be asking him is, where's Anna? But so that confrontation, it was short, it was brief. Of course, Brennan denied it. Wondering what he's gonna do with Nina after this because I'm not sure if Nina really produced what he wanted. Well, no, she did get Charlotte to testify, and we'll see what happens with that storyline. So Britt and Marco was in this episode, and Marco's interaction with Britt just did not make any sense to me. The part about wanting her to, do her research or whatever, that makes sense. That's what they wanted her for. I understand it. Her moving into Wyndemere, how are you going to explain this to Lucas? It makes no sense. Everything that he asked her to do besides the research was just dumb. Like, it was just like, what? Like, she can't move there. She can't leave her job, and then what is she going to tell people? Like, they're making no sense. Make it plausible. Ask her, like, we need some research assistant. They could even approach the hospital and say, we really need some research for XYZ. We need her. It's just dumb. And then see, this is why I really don't like Marco. You ask your boyfriend to move into this place that if he sees anything sketchy, they're gonna kill him. What kind of boyfriend are you? Like, that makes no sense. So I wish Britt would really just go tell Jason what's going on. Maybe Jason can get somebody to clone that medication. Honestly, I don't even think she has the disease that they're trying to say she has. I think they're doing that. They have staged that so that they can get her to do what they want her to do. I don't put anything past Sidwell. She needs to go get herself rechecked because I'm telling you, I don't think that she's really sick. I think they're just doing this to her to get what they want. But Marco makes no sense. His father don't make any sense. And we'll see where we're going to go with this. But I hope Britt does ask for help soon. So Sidwell was in this episode, and I do like Sidwell's character, but he does things that are just, we know he's just the ultimate bad guy. I do like the actor who plays Sidwell, but Jordan, he was telling Jordan that he is like done with Drew, that keep his eye on him because there might be time to change Drew, and Jordan was like, well, how are we gonna do that? He's not gonna give up his seat. He gonna wind up at the riverfront just like everybody else. So Joy has to she knows that this man is not on the up and up. So if he wants Drew gone, Drew will be gone. So he sent Jordan to the court to watch over and make sure Drew didn't have another outburst, and if he did, to report back to him. Ava comes in. Now, I have to say, before Ava and Sidwell even met each other, I thought that they would be a good team up. I'm not sure about a good couple, but both of them are like bad guys, so Ava is no joke. So I wouldn't mind seeing more interaction with them. I can't take Lucy. They need to just not do that. So Ava's over there and they're kikiing it up with each other, and then later on she see Valentin come in, and I'm wondering if she's gonna tell Sidwell that she saw Valentin come in. I kind of hope not. I want Valentine to find Anna because she's been down in that um, dungeon or whatever basement for so long. Somebody needs to find her and soon. So Anna was also in this episode, and we finally got to see her, and she's just like done with that place. Pascal was coming in, giving her food or whatever, checking in on her. Anna said that she needed her treatment. I didn't know Anna had a rare disease. It was a time period that I didn't watch GH, so I didn't realize that she had something. But she gave them an excuse that she needed her treatment, and they looked into it and they said, okay, when Pascal came to get her, she was on the floor, and he went to check her, and Anna disarmed him, and she's holding a gun on him. So hopefully she'll be able to get away from these people and their clutches. Sidwell and his minions. So Carly and Valentine were in this episode too, and Valentine comes up with this plan that just seems like it's dangerous. He's sending Carly up there to try to find these papers or whatever so that he can take pictures of it and take down Brennan. I think this is a bad idea. They don't know if he has any kind of device to know who's in his room, cameras, anything. So why this plan? He's been telling Carly for the longest, we gotta be careful, we gotta be careful, and then all of a sudden we're gonna do something straight reckless. And I don't know. I don't think that this plan is a good idea. I do like the two together, and I do want to see them take down Brennan, but you got to be a little bit more strategic. You got to be a little, okay, scratch that word. You got to be a little bit more well planned than this. But I get it. They a little desperate. Valentine is desperate because he doesn't want to be on the run too much longer. But we'll see what happens. So last but not least, closing arguments for today, right? So Alexis and Justine had to give their closing arguments. Alexis was making me nervous because she was late to get there. It started out, a bunch of people came. Of course, Nina was there. Ava came to support Nina. Dante and them were there. Trina and Kai and Curtis and Jordan came. It's a little weird when Curtis asks Trina, why are you still here? He knows that Kai works for Drew. Why wouldn't she be there to be there with her boyfriend? I mean, it's plausible to why she would be there. Um, Side note, before I start talking about the closing arguments, Curtis and Jordan together. I Let me know in the comment section if anybody is looking for this pairing. I still say I think that these two shouldn't be together. I don't think he should be with Portia. I don't think he should be with Jordan. But I guess there's some people out there that was rooting for that, but it's not me. But they showed those two together too at the court, and everybody's waiting to hear what's going to happen for the closing arguments. So Justine did a really good job. She painted the picture why Willow was guilty, and then Alexis came in and she painted the picture for why Willow was innocent. Kai and Trina were just like, please, please, please tell the truth. And I'm just like, this lady's going to lose her law license. Why don't you go talk to Justine? You guys are they could have did their part, basically. They don't want to get caught, so they didn't want to go to Justine to say this is why we were there. And she probably wouldn't even said anything. She probably would have excused them being there because obviously they didn't shoot Drew. So I don't know. I think the writing on this got a little sloppy towards the end, but Wednesday episode, or maybe Thursday, they might stretch it out to Friday before we find out if Willow is innocent or guilty, found innocent or guilty. Drew was promising Willow the world in there, and Willow's just shaking her head and yes, yes, you know, acting like she believes him and that she's a supportive wife. She was really upset when she saw Michael walk in with Jacinda. So I know that's the next arc of this storyline is that that's going to be such a hassle, Jacinda and Michael's relationship. But Alexis has to figure out some way to be able to help Michael get off or to pass some information after this. We know Willow can't go to jail because if she gets off since she's innocent, it's double jeopardy. She's not going to get convicted for the same crime. But when it comes to court for paternity, not paternity, for a child, I'm sorry, I can't think of the right word. But when they go to custody court, um, maybe there's some way that she can tell them that, you know, at least help Michael point him in the right direction that she's not fit to be around those two kids right now. So we'll see what happens. It's weird though, you know, we say that she's not fit, but then Sunny has killed I don't know how many people. So has Jason, but they're fit to be around their children, but that's a whole nother side note. But we'll see what happens with Willow probably sometime this by the end of the week. I hope they don't try to stretch it out to Monday because that'll just be ridiculous. But yes. So we'll see what happens with the storyline shortly. So guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and the bell notification so you can keep up to when we drop a new video. I'm going to start dropping videos daily because I want to build the channel up. So if there's some topics and things that you would like to see, please drop it down in the comment section. But definitely we'll be doing a daily recap for some days to come. So thanks again for joining me. See you later. Bye.